23rd January 2022 Madhuban Avyakt BapDada Om Shanti Revise 29th of December 1989. The Murli's title is The Essence of the Study is Coming and Going. Today, the Murlidhar father is saying his master Murlidhar children. All the children are like Kshatraks, means mythical bird, thirsty for the drop of rain, thirsty for the Murli and the meeting. No one except Brahmin souls can be as thirsty. This Murli of knowledge and meeting with God are unique and lovely. Many souls of the world are thirsty to meet God and are waiting in anticipation, whereas you Brahmin souls in a corner of the world are attaining your elevated fortune in an incognito way. In order to know and see the Divine Father, you need a divine intellect and divine vision, which the Father has given each of your special souls. This is why only you Brahmins are able to know Him and celebrate meeting Him. People of the world keep calling out, "We are thirsty for one drop." Whereas, what do you see? We have a right to the inheritance. How great the difference is between those who are thirsty and those who have a right. Now all of you have arrived here by right. As those who have a right, you have the intoxication in your heart that you have come to your father's home, that is, to your own home. You wouldn't say that you have come to an ashram. You believe that you have come home, do you not? The sign of having a right is that there is the feeling of belonging. You have come to your father. You have come to your family. Your children don't come here as guests, but you come to your home. Even though you come for 4 days, you think that you have come to Madhuban, your own place, coming and going. These two words, coming and going, are the essence of the study of you Brahmins and of Murli, of the Murlidhar. What is it that you practice for your pilgrimage of remembrance? To be a karma yogis means I, a bodiless soul, am detached from the bondage of my body. I come into action simply in order to perform an action. I complete that action and become detached from any relationship with that action. I stay in relationship but not in bondage. So, what is this? It means to come to perform an action and then to go by becoming detached. You don't come into action under the influence of any bondage of karma, but you make the sense organs subservient and became karma yogis in order to perform actions with authority. You are not influenced by the actions performed by your senses. If someone comes under an influence, then a soul under the influence is compelled, whereas a soul who is a master is never compelled by anything. That soul is strong in his self-respect. Even now, some children sometimes still come under the influence of one physical organ or another, and they then say, "Today my eyes deceived me. Today my mouth deceived me. My drishti deceived me." To come under one influence or another means to be deceived. The sign of being deceived is experiencing sorrow. You don't want to be deceived, but you do something even against your will. This is known as being influenced. People of the world say, "We were caught in a spin. We didn't want to. We don't know how, but we were caught in a spin." You souls who are spinners of the discus of self-realization can never get caught in a spin of deception, because this discus of self-realization liberates you from all other spins. It is one that not only liberates you, but also enables you to become instruments to liberate others. People think about becoming free from the sorrow of many types of spinning, and so they want to come out of the world cycle. However, they do not know that it is possible to play a part in the world cycle while being liberated from the spinning of the many types of sorrow and still achieve the stage of being liberated in life. You challenge them and tell them that you can enable them to claim double liberation in life, where there is liberation as well as life. You have issued such a challenge, have you not? You say with intoxication, liberation in life is our and your birthright. So, to be a spinner of the discus of self-realization means to be liberated from the spinning of sorrow and to liberate others. You are not those who are influenced but those who act with all your sense organs by right as masters. You are not ones who are deceived but those who liberate others from deception. This is what you practice, is it not? To come into action and then become detached. So, what is the practice of remembrance? Coming and going. Then, what is it that you study? That is the essence of knowledge. To become karmatit and return home, and then to go to your kingdom and play your part of ruling. This is the essence of knowledge, is it not? So, coming and going, this is knowledge and yoga. You are engaged in practicing this day and night. You have in your intellects the happiness of going home and of coming into your kingdom. When you come to your home of Madhuban, you have so much happiness. From the time you book your ticket, you have thoughts inside. I am going to go. I am going to go. You remember this in your intellect. You have the happiness of going to your Madhuban home and therefore also of going to the home of souls. However, who will go in happiness? Those who constantly have more practice of coming and going, who stabilize themselves in the bodiless stage whenever they want and become karmatit whenever they want. This practice has to be very firm. It shouldn't be that you wish to become bodiless, but that the bondage of your body, the bondage of karma, the bondage of others, the bondage of possessions, or the bondage of nature and sanskars attract you. Any type of bondage will not allow you to become bodiless. It is the same as when someone is wearing a tight dress and due to necessity wishes to take it off in a second, but she is not able to do so and struggles because it is clinging to the body. In the same way, any bondage will pull you to itself. A bondage makes souls tight. Therefore, BapDada always teaches this lesson. Be immune, that is, be detached and extremely loving. You have to practice this for a long period of time. Listening to knowledge, giving knowledge to others, and doing service are different things. But this practice is extremely necessary. In order for you to pass with honors, it is essential to pass in this practice. So, doubly underline paying attention to this practice. Only then will you become double light, attain the karmatit stage, and become a double crown. You become Brahmins, you claim a right to the father's inheritance. You became godly students, you became enlightened souls. You became world servers. You have attained all of that fortune. But now, in order to pass with honors and come close to the karmatit stage, like Father Brahma, pay special attention to practicing becoming detached and bodiless. Brahma Baba gave you the practical experience of the instant fruit of his practice of being detached and loving before becoming karmatit in his physical life. All of your children share your experience of this. He remained detached while listening, he remained detached while performing actions, and detached while speaking. He did not stop doing service, he did not stop performing any action, but he remained detached and even on the last day completed the service of the children. Detachment easily brings the experience of success in every action. Try it and see, speak to someone for an hour and make effort to make him understand, and in contrast to that, listen and speak to another soul for 15 minutes while stabilized in the stage of being detached. As you give the other soul vibrations of the stage of detachment, the success that you achieve in these 15 minutes would not be achieved in 1 hour. Father Brahma practiced this and demonstrated it to you. So, do you understand what you have to do? The first instruments are your teachers, are you not? You will follow the Father, will you not? No matter how much you expand service, while going into expansion, do not reduce your practice of stabilizing in the stage of essence. Do not forget the essence and the expansion. Eat, drink, and do service, but do not forget to be detached. To what extent can you serve with words? How many will you serve? Now spread spiritual vibrations into the atmosphere, the vibrations of the stage of being bodiless and the powerful vibrations of being detached and loving. This is the way to have a fast speed of service. Before serving others, if you perfect this method in yourselves, you will be able to achieve success in service. It has now become easy to speak, and you do that from your hearts because that practice is now firm. Similarly, this practice will also become natural. It is by having this natural practice that nature will change, whether it is the nature of human souls or nature of the elements, means matter. Do you understand? You do not find this difficult, do you? You are the children of the greatest Father and you have a right to the greatest attainment. And so, this is not a big thing for you. You know how to pay attention, do you not? Or do you know how to have tension? Your original sanskars are those of paying attention. Since you know how to have tension, is it a big thing to pay attention? You have instilled the habit of having tension, have you not? Do not have any tension, even in paying attention, but have natural attention. What some do is to change attention into tension, but let attention remain in the form of attention. Do not change it. The original practice of your souls is that of remaining detached. It was detached, it is detached, and it will become detached. It is just that attachment does not allow it to become detached. In fact, the original nature of souls is to remain detached from bodies. They are separate. A body is not a soul, and a soul is not a body. So, they are detached, are they not? It is just that there has been the habit of attachment for 63 births. Original always remains original. Acha, many double foreigners have also arrived. You have arrived in order to celebrate the new year. Have you come as guests or have you come as children? You have a feeling of belonging, do you not? BapDada is also pleased seeing his children in his home. Children are always as the decoration of the home. And so Madhuban is decorated with your children. This is why BapDada is pleased to see the decoration of his home, whether you are a Bharatvasi or a foreigner. You are both the decoration of the home. BapDada congratulates you for coming and he also congratulates you for leaving because coming here is good and leaving here is also good. It is not farewell but only congratulations on top of congratulations. When you leave here, you are congratulated for the service you do, and when you come here, you are congratulated for the meeting. Both are congratulations, are they not? Acha, to all the children from this land and abroad who constantly have a right to the elevated souls, who constantly maintain the essence of Gyan and Yoga, to the souls who are to become full of awareness of coming and going, to the yogi souls who constantly follow Father Brahma and come close to their karmatic stage, to the children who stay in happiness of feeling they belong and have a right to those with happiness in their hearts, BapDada's love, remembrance, and Namaste. The spiritual children says Namaste and good morning to the spiritual father. Avyakt BapDada meeting a group of doctors. What is in hearts of all of you doctors? It isn't the hospital, is it? To make the Father sit in your heart means to give a cure from all time to many others. Nowadays, even doctors say that medicine doesn't work as much as blessings do. They too have become disappointed by medicine because they know what the result of it is. What else can it be? This is why everyone's vision is now going towards blessings. Now yoga in form of exercise is increasing everywhere. They have now reached the stage of yoga and they will eventually come to the stage of easy yoga, means Sahaj yoga. At least their intellects have gone in different direction away from medicine. Ultimately, they will come to the right destination. So this is the work that you doctors do, is it not? You are the ones who bring everyone's intellect to the right place, are you not? It is good. By maintaining courage, you automatically receive the Father's help and will continue to do so. Where there is courage, the impossible becomes possible. You are all those who make the impossible possible. People of the world say it is very difficult to concentrate their minds. They even say that is impossible. Whereas what do you say? For you, it is a matter of a second. Is it not? You simply say Baba and your mind reaches its destination. So, for you, it is a task of a second, whereas for them it is impossible. There is so much difference. It doesn't take you time, does it? It isn't that you have to wait for the song to play, for the red lights to be switched on, and only then can your minds concentrate. Is it? You don't have to work hard at it, do you? He is your father. After all, is he not? He is not anyone else's father. If someone were not your father and someone told you that he was your father and that you had to remember him, you would not be able to remember him, would you? However, this one is your father. It is never difficult to remember someone who belongs to you. It is difficult to remember those who don't belong to you. You remember him with a right. Or is it that you remember him thinking that he is God? He is so great. He is like the sun. Remember him with the right of everything belonging to you. Become spiritual roses and continue to spread fragrance throughout the day. Fragrance is such that it even attracts those at a distance. Those at a distance will wonder where the fragrance will coming from. So your spirituality will attract the world. Look, the fragrance of spirituality even attracted people abroad to this land. Did it not? The fragrance reached lands abroad. Whatever work you do, continue to spread this fragrance with your pure thoughts. Check in how many directions your intellect is going. Even against your conscious wish, it goes in many directions. It does not go in just one direction. Since it can go in other directions, you can also do service and have remembrance at the same time too. Can you not? It is for a very little time that you need to engage your intellect fully in a task. When there is a certain type of work, such as a surgeon carrying out an essential operation, the intellect would then be fully engaged in that. But when medicine is being given or you are checking a patient, your intellect can then do other work too. Since it can do that work, why can it not do this work? The mind and intellect have an habit of spinning. Whether you spin the discus of knowledge or you spin a discus of waste, there definitely is some spinning going on. When you spin the discus of self-realization, all other spinnings end. So, all of you are cooperative in doing service, are you not? Those of you who don't have any time due to your circumstances, raise your hands. All of you can serve with your minds, can you not? Doing service is a very good way to keep busy. The busier you keep yourselves, the safer you will be. Whether you serve with your thoughts, words, or actions, definitely keep your intellects busy. You remain busy with your hands and feet, but also keep your intellects busy. Create a timetable for yourselves. The more important a person is, the more his timetable is fixed. So you are the greatest people, are you not? Search throughout the whole day. Is there anyone greater than Brahmins? Even the deities are not that. Even though you yourselves will become deities, that is nothing compared to this life. Of all lives, a Brahmin life is the most elevated. Acha, may you claim a right to the first number by becoming strong with Avyakt sustenance and being last and so fast. Explanation: souls who have come in the time of the Avyakta part have easily received the fortune of achieving a fast speed in their efforts. This Avyakta sustenance easily makes you strong, and so you can move forward as much as you want. At this time, you receive the blessing of being last and so fast, fast and so fast. So use this blessing, that is, put this blessing into practice in a way that's appropriate for the time. Use whatever you have received, and you will claim a right to be in the first number. Slogan: be seated on the seat of self respect, and you will automatically receive everyone's respect. Om Shanti. Experience the stage of being merged in love. If you have true love for the Father, the sign of love is to become equal and karmatit. Perform actions as Karavanhar, means one who inspires, and get others do the same. Do not let your physical organs make you act, but you make the physical organs work. Never perform any actions while under the influence of your mind, intellect, and sanskars. Om Shanti